Hey guys, this is Supreme Swordsman here, and today I'm going to talk about Gargantia on the verdurous planet, episode 4. Normally I put this up on Sunday, but I was out at the beach this weekend, and I did not get around to doing that, so I'm doing it now on Monday. Sorry it's a little late, but I had stuff to do, so let's go ahead and get started. So when we start in this episode, it's right after the part where Lego and Chamber beat the pirates for the second time and finally gain the trust of the Gargantia. So we come over here in the beginning of the episode, and Chamber's, moving around all these boxes and helping out, and they have their own space now where they're allowed to stay, and Chamber's just, helping out the whole Gargantia, and Lego is kind of just chilling back because there's nothing much he can really do because Chamber is pretty much doing all the work. So, about halfway through this episode, Amy comes over to Lego, and they end up talking to each other, and Lego gives Amy a flute or a rock, something that's not from Earth but from the planet where Lego's from, and gives it to Amy, and that becomes important later on in the episode. So now we go over to this doctor that Amy took Lego to, and this doctor is apparently the smartest guy at Gargantia. He knows what he's talking about, and he's just the guy that Lego wanted to go to because he thought maybe he would know something. So he asked him 2 questions. His first question that Lego asked the doctor was, does he know anything about how to get back home to where he's from? And of course the answer was no, they know nothing about it. And I think he was kind of expecting that, but that was kind of his only hope because, he's the smartest person there apparently. But the second question was, why is everything so organized? Why do you guys live the way, why is everything so unorganized? Why do you guys live the way you do? It's so, weird to him because where he's from, the children don't play around. They're actually serious and work hard. The sick are, they're not needed. So then, sick people aren't necessary. People don't care about the sick from where he's from, apparently, from what he is saying. And this becomes important a little bit later on the episode because after he's done talking to the doctor, Amy actually takes him to see his brother. Amy's brother. So they're talking, and Lego pretty much asked him the same thing that he asked the doctor. Why do you guys live in this way? This place is so organized, And he ends up saying, the little kid, being sick, one of the people that Lego thinks, is unnecessary. He said, I don't feel unnecessary at all. I have my sister who cares about me, and I care about myself. That's pretty much what he was saying, And he didn't feel like dying. He didn't feel like he was unnecessary at all. And pretty much on this conversation where they're two talking, I thought it was very interesting because Lego was talking about how where he's from, we just obey orders, we just do what we're supposed to do. And he was saying how if he's on standby and and he has nothing to do, that he'll just stay at standby. If he does not have a mission, if no one told him to do something, then he'll stay at standby for the rest of his life. And I thought that was pretty interesting what was going on. He's a very militaristic person, and that's really all you think he cares about. Now, in the end of this episode, the boy plays the flute, or the whatever you want to call it, the thing that Lego has. And for some reason, we don't know why, but when the boy played this flute that I'm guessing Amy gave to him, Leo started crying. And we see a little flashback of what's going on. We see Lego's dad, I think it was, looking at him, and then you see Lego about to enter this pod, and we don't know exactly what it was. It was just a little snapshot, but I thought that was very, very interesting how we get to find out now that Lego's just not this crazy militaristic person who doesn't, care about human nature. He's a person. He might not be the most, energetic and the most, fun person, but he's a person. He's not just a robot. And we see that when he cries over this. We don't know why he cried about it. He don't know for what reason. We don't know what reason it was for. But we do know from this that he has feelings, and that was really cool to me because from this point of the series, we haven't seen anything about that. We haven't seen him show his humanity that much. Just him being pretty much the militaristic guy that you see him as. And I thought that was really interesting. But that's really all that happened on this episode. I thought this episode was actually really good. I enjoyed it. There wasn't any action in this episode like every other episode. The first episode, we got a really good amount of action. I liked it. It was really cool. second and third episode we got a little bit of stuff going on and it was pretty cool. But this fourth episode we didn't get any action, but it was perfect for me. I thought it didn't need action for this episode. You know, these last couple episodes we've been getting a lot of action, but not too much like development and too much plot moving stuff, in my opinion. And with this one, I feel like, you know, there wasn't action, but there was a lot of plot moving. You know, we got to learn some things that we didn't know. And I just thought it was a very good episode. And I felt like that was the episode this series needed for me personally. I thought that was the episode it needed, just to slow the action down a little bit and just focus on progressing this plot a little bit. And I just thought it was good. And I can't wait to see what's going on with Lego. Why did that make him cry? And exactly what's going on with him. But yeah, I mean, I just really enjoyed that part, and I thought that it fit perfectly to know now that we know that Lego's just not this militaristic person that we thought he was. He does have feelings, and we're gonna find out more about that later, and that's gonna be really cool to see. Before I leave, guys, I want to say sorry that this didn't come up yesterday. I know I normally put it up on Sundays. I know it's a week later than the episodes on Gargantia. That's because I don't subscribe to them because I don't have money to. So I watch it a week later, and normally I put those up on Sunday, but like I said, I was gone all weekend, I didn't get a chance to do that, and I'm sorry that's a little late. But that's all I really have to say about this episode. I thought it was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. I thought it was plot moving. I thought, you know, we finally got to see a little bit of, you know, humanity from Lego, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen. Do you guys have any predictions? How did you feel about the episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And guys, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day, guys. Bye.